It is very valuable to do this, and I have personally done this on my own journey through the years, and it really does work. It really does help. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and soul alignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to quickly release triggers. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires or in releasing any of your blocks, you definitely want to check out all my coaching options. They are in the description below. And I'd like to remind you that I have a 1-month intensive coaching package where you can work with me one-to-one through both video and email coaching. We'll be meeting 3 times per week and unlimited email coaching, and as well through WhatsApp. So if this is something that sounds interesting to you, you definitely want to check it out, and I can definitely help you through any triggers you're experiencing. And of course, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. So today's video is all about triggers, and this is something that I have personally experienced on my journey, and I've seen many other people also experience it. And of course, there are different ways to address these. You tend to minimize the occurrence of triggers when you are following a routine, but sometimes even as you are following a routine, you may have moments where you experience immense triggering. Maybe you're seeing something in the 3D, or your old thoughts or patterns are popping up for you. And of course, that is not always a must, but if you experience that, you may find it hard to flip right away into the new story. So you may find it hard to affirm the opposite of it. So what I suggest, I've spoken about this in another video where you can actually pause and reboot. I share it in my Trinity video, which I will link it above. You can absolutely do that. But sometimes you may also find it easier, rather than pausing and rebooting, you may find it easier to actually observe and let that trigger play out. And when I say play out, you're kind of trying to bring to your awareness what that trigger is saying about you. What is it trying to say? What is this trigger saying? It could be something like, I'm not successful, or I'm not chosen, or I never get what I want in life. So write that out. Write, journal it, pull out those assumptions and process them. You're actually letting them come out, and you're looking at them, you're observing them, you're bringing them to light. They're there, by the way. They're never really subconscious. They're assumptions you are making, part of an old story. Maybe you're not doing it now, but they're coming out for you to actually release them. And of course, I go back, there's nothing that is a must, but if you were to experience that, sometimes in that moment you're experiencing it, what do you do, right? What do you do? It brings a little bit of lightness and release within you when you say, well, this trigger is telling me that I'm not loved, chosen, and pursued, or it's telling me that I'm not good enough, or this trigger is telling me that I'm not successful, or that I'm a failure, or I always seem to have something going on with me while others are doing well. You want to see what that trigger is saying and notice it and observe it and realize that that does not have to be your truth. And you will feel much better when you do this. So, of course, there are different ways to handle different things in different situations. I always love to share tools because sometimes you need something different than what you have done in the past. I share a lot of things. There's EFT, there's pause and reboot. There's, observing these thoughts as they're happening. But the thoughts that are opposing, that may come up, these are not necessarily triggered. The triggers are when there are very highly triggered assumptions that you kind of need to just release. And that's how you do that. You go through them, you observe them, and you release them. It is very valuable to do this. And I have personally done this on my own journey through the years, and it really does work. It really does help. And there's no just one way to do anything. You have to see what works for you, what resonates for you. I would always emphasize that you do this in a moment of trigger. It's not something you have to do all the time, because you're not always going to be triggered. But a lot of the time when you're shifting and when you're doing your techniques, you're doing something and then that pops up, it's for you to just release it. And that's it. Don't expect that to be your scenario. Don't expect that to happen for every manifestation. Trust me, it will not happen. It will only happen on occasion. And that is okay. That is perfectly okay. Allow that to pass through. And that's it. There's nothing else that you would need to do. You would feel probably better. And I do recommend you journal on that. I tend to do that. I will write out the things that are behind that trigger. And when you do that, you'll recognize that that is enough. Whatever it is that you wrote will be enough. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel there's nothing else that you need to do. And then you can have a blank slate. You'll feel much lighter and refreshed. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share. And I look forward to seeing you again in another video.